Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Sheldon, and this is Behind the Enthusiast. Now, today's episode is going to be a little bit different. It's actually a special episode, for me anyway. And the reason for that is because I am changing the number on my flat track bike. Now, if you've never raced before, you probably don't get why a number is so important. And it's kind of like your identity. And so having your favorite number or something like that on your race bike, it's something very special. And unfortunately, I can't use my favorite number. I was gifted number 10 when I bought this bike because it was already on the bike. So I ran it for one full season. I didn't really change anything. I just left it as is, but now is the time where I'm finally getting to change my number. I am actually going to be using the number that I used to use when I raced BMX. Now, that was a very short-lived thing that I tried. So I think it's about time that I brought that number back. And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to run through the removal process of the old stickers. I'm going to clean it up a little bit. And then the third thing is going to be the installation process. Now, I actually do vinyl stickers. I make them, I install them. So basically this is going to be a little bit of a tutorial for you guys. And so if you guys learn anything from it, well, make sure to save this video. So let's get into it. All right, guys, so here you can see the old number. Now, the best way to remove stickers like this is to use a heat gun. Now, this one is actually really high powered, so I don't want it any closer than about 3 to 4 inches, which is what this vinyl card is. This is actually for helping to remove the vinyls and apply them. So you want it about that far away, and basically you want to go the full length of the number or whatever sticker it is you're removing, and basically go all around here. And as soon as the edge starts to actually peel off, then you've already applied enough heat, and then once you get that going, then you can just peel it off. So I'm going to give you guys a demonstration of that. And that is basically how you do it. You don't want this to get too hot. This is actually really hot to touch right now. So you have to kind of find that balance. And when you're picking away at the top edge, so it doesn't matter if you go from the bottom or the top, but whichever side you're starting to peel at, as soon as it starts to kind of get wrinkly and pliable, and as soon as you can grab it and actually pull it down and pull it off completely, you want to stop, warm up the rest of it quickly again, just to kind of make it easier. And then when you pull, it should just come off in one shot. So now I'm going to do the other number. All right, so that is the other number off. Now, you guys are going to end up having to repeat this process. I've already gone ahead and done the right side and the front number plate just to speed the process up a little bit. Now, the thing is, this is really warm right now. It's actually like super warm, so you don't really want to be messing around with it. If you find that it's gotten too hot. Like, as long as the sticker has come off and you're not actually like peeling away the plastic, which can potentially happen. I have done that before. It was on my own vehicle, so don't worry. But if you make mistakes like that, if you start to go in here and all of a sudden the plastic starts to like melt and you start to peel it, stop immediately, leave this section alone, try to press the plastic back down if you can with your tools, and just leave it and let it cool off, and then try to remove the sticker later on. Because if you guys do what I did, you'll end up ruining the plastic. So if you accidentally overheat it, just let it cool down. Don't do anything to it. Sometimes warping can occur. To avoid most of that, basically you just use just enough heat to remove the sticker. That is it. And like I said, if it starts to melt the plastic, stop immediately, smooth the plastic back down, leave the sticker completely alone, and just let the whole plastic piece cool down. And then when you can actually, like, as long as it's still a little bit warm, like maybe to like the back of your hand, then you can try peeling off the sticker again, but I wouldn't apply any more heat to something that you've already overheated. Just let it cool down. The next step that we're gonna do is clean the area that we're gonna be installing the numbers on. So this is gonna apply to any vinyl sticker, really. So what you wanna do is clean this entire area. I actually have a plastic and glass lens cleaner, so it's an alcohol-based one. You can also use soap and water. Basically, you just want to wash down this entire area, remove any dirt, sticker residue from the previous ones, just basically any contaminants that are going to be on there that are actually going to hinder the application of the new vinyl stickers. So it's just to prevent them from, peeling off prematurely, that type of thing. So just spray the surface, or you can spray a paper towel, cloth, whatever you want. But basically you just want to wipe this entire area down, because that is where we're going to be applying the stickers. And also make sure that once you're done cleaning it, that it is also dry. So it's a good thing to go from one section to another to give each section a time to actually dry off so that you're ready to use it. So apply some of the solution onto there if you guys are using an alcohol-based one. And then just clean the entire area where you're going to be putting the new stickers. Again, you are trying to remove all of the dirt, any oil from like you touching it, that sort of thing. Sticker residue should also come off as well. If it doesn't, you can try using baby oil. Baby oil works really well. Just make sure that you're using the baby oil prior, and then using something like soap and water, or even if you're using baby oil, because it does have a tendency to be hard to remove, an alcohol-based cleaner would actually be a pretty good idea as well. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of dirt there. Now you don't have to actually like wipe it down for it to dry. You can just let it air dry if you're gonna have enough time in between cleaning and actually application of the stickers. All right, so now that we've cleaned everything, we're all ready to go. We can actually start laying out where the new numbers are going to be going. Now, this is kind of a similar rule to measure twice, cut once type of deal. You want to make sure that you are placing the stickers exactly where you want them. You kind of want to do this in one try only. So the numbers are here. These are the new numbers that are going on. This is the card that I'm going to be using to actually run the length of the numbers to get all the air bubbles out. Now, I also have masking tape just in case I want to tape them in place to kind of see where I can kind of move them to if I'm having issues with spacing. Now, keep in mind, guys, this is not going to be perfect, you know, unless they were actually all cut on the same piece of board, like the actual vinyl mat. They're not going to be all lined up because these are individual numbers. So I'm not too picky about it. It's my race bike, but just in case you guys are, you know, going crazy, if you have OCD or something, you're probably going to lose it because nothing's going to be straight, or perfectly straight anyway. All right, so that is my new number, guys. So now I am going to start the process of actually putting these numbers on permanently. So I'm going to start with the number 2 and then work my way out, because number 2 is supposed to be centered. So as long as I don't screw that one up, the other numbers will fit rather well. Now, keep in mind, guys, if a piece does not come off, just like this, use that section to your advantage and move it around. And then the part where it's actually fully exposed, make sure that you line that up last. All right, so that is the process. I'm going to finish up these 2 other numbers. Now, there might be the odd air bubble here and there. Don't worry about those. If you guys find that they're rather large, take a pin, like a sewing pin or needle or whatever, or a clothespin, safety pin, whatever it is, and just poke the air bubble and then just squeeze it out. You can use a credit card or whatever if you don't have one of these, and just basically push all the air towards the hole, and that'll get rid of the air bubbles really easily. All right, guys, so there is the finished number plate. So I don't see any air bubbles really. I kind of jinxed myself. I said as long as I put number 2 on in the center, I'll be fine. I did not. It is pretty much touching number 5, and it's really far away from the 0. So unfortunately, it's not centered, but these sides here, the curves, I was actually worried about those. I had to redo the 0 because it was a little bit tricky trying to work all of this in here along this curved edge. But overall, I don't think it's too bad, considering I haven't done something as extensive as this in quite some time. So I'm feeling pretty good about it. So I just got the other 2 sides to do now. So I'm going to wrap this video up here for you guys, though. So if you guys have any questions, be sure to leave those down below. So, like I said, if you guys have any questions about the installation process at all, leave those comments down below. Make sure to smash that like button if you guys are enjoying this content. Tools, if you guys want to know the other tools that I use, be sure to let me know as well. And as always, if you guys are loving the content, make sure to subscribe so that you guys are notified the next time I post another video. Could be an oil change, who knows. But that's it for me in this video, guys. I will catch you in the next one.